Hi, it's Thomas Sellers Jr. here, back with our star presentation for Female Athlete of the Year. This year in 2021, we have co-winners. We'll have Maya Reed coming in soon, but today we have Miss Brianna Hall of Tipton-Rosemark Academy. I've had the pleasure of watching this young lady play varsity sports since the 8th grade, and even got a chance to see her play back in middle school. A two-sport athlete that's definitely left her mark at Tipton-Rosemark Academy. She's the all-time leading scorer in soccer, second all-time in basketball. If she didn't pass the ball so much, she might have been #1 in that. All those teams that she's been on, success, basketball made it to state, part of that historic team, the first girls in Rosemark history to make it to the state tournament. She's definitely left her mark, and at the Millington Star, we've been watching her over the years, and it's a great honor and pleasure for us to present her with her Athlete of the Year award. But let's get to know her a little bit better by the people who raised her. So we're going to meet Mom and Dad and find out a little bit more about Miss Hall. Hey, Thomas Sellers back, and I'm with Miss Stacy and Rod, the parents of Brianna Hall. How does it feel to know that your daughters are Athlete of the Year?
I mean, it makes us very proud that she took her career as far as she did, and she was able to accomplish as much as she did, playing two sports that she really, really enjoyed playing.
So when did that start? When did soccer start? When did basketball start?
Well,
We started soccer probably, 4 years old. Basketball around the same time.
Okay, so was it something natural in her ability, or just something that's just doing, just an exercise in the past time?
Some of it was natural. Some of it was we just let her play different sports and see what sports she liked to play. And she picked up on basketball and soccer.
Yeah. Now she had a good role model. Talk about big sister. That was my introduction to the family, Miss Brittany. And so talk about how she made what was Brianna chasing her? Was she trying to keep up with her? How did that dynamic work out?
Yeah, I think she wasn't chasing her, but she saw she saw her develop as a basketball and soccer player, and she tried to improve her skills based on what she saw.
It's like a blueprint. Okay, now Mom, like you about to say something. What do you remember
I
from
was
them
about
days?
to say the same thing. I was about to say that she pretty much sat and watched Brittany, and then she was able to figure out, okay, well, maybe I'll do this and not do that. So she was able to watch Brittany and then come on with her own skills.
Okay, so she became an all-time leader in soccer and basketball at Tipton-Rosemark. Y'all had a front row seat. All the games y'all had to travel to. As you play more games, you win more games, and you advance. Talk about when you see her and her group help turn around sports, especially young ladies athletics at Rosemark over the last 4 years.
I mean, the group that she has played with, those 5 or 4 core girls, I mean, they're exciting to watch. I mean, you go into the gym or you go into the soccer field, and they are just they want it. They're hungry for it, and so it makes it exciting for not only for them but for their fans and for the parents to see them play and work so hard to try to achieve their goal.
So as their school librarian, you got a chance to see them, make sure they took care of the academics too as well.
Yes.
And we talking about Abby West, Megan Sanfratello, Ali New. It's a long list to name. Kat. It's so many that we can name. Part of that special group. But your daughter stands out. How does it make you feel that when people open up the book and they look at the all-time list, her name is going to be up there near the top in a lot of important categories?
It makes us feel good that somebody walk in the gym, they see her name on the wall for over 1,000 points, and they know that somebody that they can look up to and say, I want to be like her or whatever.
Now I know y'all support her, with y'all time and money, as parents have to do when their child choose to pick up sports. But she made an important decision not to pursue sports in college. She's getting ready to head off to UT Knox. What was that process like as parents? Did she come talk to y'all about it, or how did that all play out?
Well, it was kind of heartbreaking.
Oh, okay.
Because we put in a lot of time, a lot of money.
So y'all wanted to see her play at the next
We
level.
did. We really did. But I mean, it's her choice, and we have to pretty much stand behind her in her decision. It's her life, and so we have to stand behind her in whatever choice she makes. Maybe she'll realize after a semester or so that she misses it so much that she will want to go out and try to join a team.
She definitely has the ability to play at the next level. We know that here, and I'm sure y'all know that firsthand. But she's heading off to UT Knox. Is Big Sister up there?
She is.
Okay, so there go big sister again playing in the future. So what does the future hold for your daughter? You know, she's not only an athlete, she's a student athlete. She's had the grades and everything like that. What does the future hold for y'all, baby?
Well, let's hope that she gets to UT Knox and she's successful in whatever career choice path she takes, and that she has her head on strong and she remembers the values that we have taught her throughout the year, and that she will be successful.
Sounds like a plan. Well, I'll maybe dive a little bit into that as I get the chance to talk to our athlete of the year when we come back. Thomas Sellers back again, and I'm with the star of the hour, Ms. Brianna Hall, and thank you for taking time to come out and giving us the opportunity to present you with this award as our female athlete of the year. So, first obvious question, how does it feel to win this contest?
It feels great knowing all the work that I've put in and that I can.
So, how was your senior year? You know, all the seniors went through a lot of stuff this year, COVID-19, all that stuff. How was your senior year overall?
It was good overall. Sports-wise, it didn't end the way I wanted it to end, but I would say that I made the best of each moment that I had.
Okay, soccer. Let's start with that. That begins the year. A lot of doubts if y'all going to be in school, athletics going to be postponed, but they say you got a season. How was your soccer season?
It was good. We went pretty far this year. We had a good team, and I couldn't have done half the stuff that I did without them. And we had a great coach, and it was just a great season all around.
Okay, now you're the go-to person in soccer. We knew that coming into your senior year, that you're the go-to person. Was that pressure easy for you?
It was some pressure sometimes when it was like really hard games, but then my teammates also lightened the load on me, and they would take stuff into their own hands when I was tired or I had to come out if I was hurt or something, and they would do a good job on the field without me if I wasn't on it.
Or if you were getting hassled by the defense. One of our candidates, Micaiah Halliburton, y'all were like dance partners that day out there too. But everybody saw you as the best player through those challenges that you. How did that feel, knowing that people pointed you out as the best every time you got out there on the soccer field?
It feels good because knowing how long I've played and I've built up to that moment to be one of the best players, and I put in the time and work for it.
Okay, now let's jump over to the basketball court. High expectations. We made it to state right before COVID hit. And now we got to do it again. What was the pressure like coming? I know there was pressure, so how was it coming into your basketball season?
It was a lot of pressure because we had help last year from our seniors, and this year it was the seniors and then the rest of the team, and we had to step up for our team and help them and hopefully get to state, but sadly that didn't happen.
Came up a game short. Now, you mentioned previously that year prior where y'all made history. That's why you wasn't like the go-to person. You had Abby West, you had Megan Sanfratello. But Coach Anderson, I know he came to you and had a talk with you and said, hey, you our girl this year. How did you wrap that around your mind to, hey, I'm the go-to person in basketball too now?
Well, I took what he said into consideration, and I tried to do all that I could on the basketball court to help my team. And like I said, if I couldn't help them in a type of way, I would help them on like defensive end if I couldn't help them on offensive end, and if I couldn't help them on defensive end, I would help them on offensive end. Yes,
yeah, your defense at the midcourt became lethal, almost like Abby West. So you definitely matured and grew in the game. So I have to ask this question: which one is your favorite sport?
Soccer, probably.
Right, which one you better at?
Probably basketball. I don't know, maybe soccer.
Hey, 126 goals for the career.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good, and over 1,000 points in basketball. So now, a person that I guess I mentioned this earlier, laid the blueprint for you, big sister. Talk about Brittany and her impact on you. How important was her as a role model for you as a little girl and growing up?
She was an important role model to me. I remember when I would go to her soccer games and sit on the sidelines with my parents, and she was one of the best on her team, and she was so fast, and I remember I just wanted to be like that. And then I would go into gyms and watch her AAU tournaments. I mean, she wasn't that good at basketball, but she helped me, and playing with her for some of my high school seasons, she helped me grow and be confident in who I was.
Hey, she was your point guard out there at the beginning of your basketball career, so I want her to beat you over next time she see you. But now another important decision, following your sister's footsteps, going to UT Knox. Why go to UT Knox, and why not pursue sports?
Well, I love sports, but I didn't love it enough to make it a job. to make it my job every day. And like my mom said, maybe after a semester, if I miss it so much, then I'll put in the time to do it again. But for now, I just want to go to school and study my major and
Right.
get a job in that field.
Well, that's understandable. Now, we stand here today, July the 1st. You can make money off your likeness now. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
know
just
that.
throw that into consideration. You become a star on the next level. They'll pay you to do commercials and things. You're not getting paid today, but we do thank you for coming out and representing Tipton-Rosemark Academy and adding yourself to the lineage as Star Athlete of the Year. And one last time, how does it feel to add your names to some of the previous great Rosemark players like Julanne McCommon and those young ladies who, you know, preceded you at Rosemark and you moved up to another level? How does it feel to be part of that list?
It feels great. I watched some of those girls play in high school when I was in elementary, and I thought it was always awesome how they would be role models to us, and now I'm like a role model to the younger kids in elementary.
You definitely are, and hey, you're going to always be part of our all-time list too as well, like you had at Rosemark. Thank you again, Ms. Hall.